work?
Yeah, the early days. So obviously I had to do the work in the beginning. I was doing everything, right? Going out, running jobs, doing the bookkeeping, cleaning the windows, taking the trash out at night. But hiring those first, it wasn't until we got to 5 people, I think, where we really became a company. Because even when I had a couple of people, I hired a couple of technicians. If even at 2 people, if one of them quits, the other one kind of looks at you and thinks, all right, he quit, so you totally rely on me now. So you really don't own this company. I own you. So once I got to 5, which was 2 technicians and then a supervisor, then the next person I was able to hire was a marketing person. And that's where we began to develop our whole marketing program.
A lot of people listening to this are saying, well, that's great, Kevin. I would love to hire a team of 5, but I can't afford it. I'm lucky to have 1 person. I can't hire 5.
But for me, you had to do it strategically, right? So very much, I don't know where I was. I think right when I started, I heard that Howard Schultz had built Starbucks, and he told the story of how Starbucks didn't make any money for the first 10 years or whatever. And I thought, Christ, I don't have the luxury of doing that. Like I got rent to pay on Friday. We need to make sure we make money right from the jump, which is what we did. And then in Scotland, there's a really cool thing. When we were growing up, we had what's called Christmas clubs, which is, when you can't afford to buy Christmas presents because you're poor, but every month it's almost like layaway. You take a certain percentage of your pay packet, and you give it back to the guy, and he holds it for you. And then in December, you can afford to buy Christmas presents. Well, we did the same thing for growing the company. So as we made money, let's say we brought in $10,000 from a job, we would set $1,000 aside to buy new equipment, and then we'd set $1,000 aside to be able to contribute to the next new salary. So we didn't take the money out of the business for the first couple of years because we didn't need it. We were young too, right? We didn't need to spend a lot of money, but you just kept reinvesting it to get it to a certain size.